A very good morning to everyone. We'll wait for a couple of minutes, children, then we can get started. All right? Children, please let me know if I am clearly audible. Okay, thank you. Okay, once again, a very good morning to all of you. How many have come? Okay. We'll wait for another minute, children, and then we start. All right? Just waiting for everybody to join. Okay, children. So if you remember, last time I had just started with active passive voice, right? I hope you all went through the notes, children. It was sent to you on the group. So I'll just give a small recap and then we are going to do the exercise first. Okay, and then we are going to go on to the other topics. Fine. So children, last time we had started with active passive. Okay, I told you, children, active passive. See, in an active voice, children, the sentence begins with a subject, right? And then it is followed by a predicate. Okay. So example, father was writing a letter. So see, father is a subject, children. So father is in the beginning and is writing a letter is predicate. So it is followed by the predicate. Now, if you do exactly the opposite, as in you bring the predicate in the beginning and then you follow it with a subject, then it is going to become in the passive voice. So father is writing a letter. How will you change the voice? A letter is being, B-E-I-N-G. A letter is being written by father. If you remember, children, I had told you while transforming one sentence from one grammatical structure to another, you have to keep two things in mind. The original meaning and the original tense should remain intact. So these two things are very important. Generally, I have seen children making a lot of mistakes, especially with the tense. You know, they think they have changed the voice. Sometimes they just change the order. They do not change the voice. And many a times, like I said, they also change the tense. So you have to be very, very careful, children. This is, again, a very easy topic, but you just have to be a little watchful. Okay? So, children, shall we do? I hope you have gone through the notes. If you remember, I told you to just go through the notes. So today, we are going to start with an exercise. We'll do a small exercise and then we are going to go with our topics for today. Okay? So, let's begin, children. So, let's do an exercise, children, on active and passive voice. See the first sentence. We waste much time on trifles. Children, trifles means, you know what? Small things, ordinary things, things which are not of great importance, right? So we waste much time on trifles. Tell me, children, which is the correct option? Children, the answer is D, option D. Much time is wasted on trifles by us. Some children have also given an option C. Now, children, please remember, generally, when you transform a sentence into passive voice, by us has to be always at the end. In option C, can you see? Much time is wasted by us on trifles. So see, this is how children, they can get you confused. So always remember, in passive voice, by us has to come in the end, and that is why option D is the right option. I hope I'm clear there. Second one, children, you don't need to wind this watch. So let's do the correct option. What is the correct option, children? You don't need to wind this watch. Children, it is option A. This watch need not be wound. Yes. Children, even if you write by you, it is all right. And even if you don't write, it is assumed. So there's no restriction there. You can just end with this watch need not be wound, or this watch need not be wound by you. Even then it will be accepted. Don't worry. Okay. Let's do question 3. The task would have been completed by that time tomorrow by me. Come on, let's choose the correct option, children. What's the correct option? It is option C. Yes, I would have completed the task by that time tomorrow. Yes, I would have completed the task by that time tomorrow. Now, children, fourth one. We have already done the exercise. Children, option B. Isn't that the right answer? The exercise has already been done by us. See, children, some children have given me the option as D. See, what is option D, children? Just check. The exercise is already done by us. Children, just 2 seconds ago, remember I told you children go wrong with the tenses. Now, if you see the question, we have already done the exercise. Children, isn't the sentence in present perfect tense? Correct? So when you change the voice, you have to keep the same tense. And in option B, the tense is simple present, not present perfect. So please be very careful, children. Read all your options carefully. See that you are using the same tense as your question. Okay? Come on. Let's do the 5th one. One should not give unsolicited advice. Children, unsolicited means, you know what? Unsolicited means when, unasked rather. You know, when somebody has not asked for any advice or it is not needed. So that is called unsolicited. So children, which is the correct option? One should not give unsolicited advice. Yes. Children, option D is the right one. You're right. Unsolicited advice should not be given. Should not be given. Now children, 6. The boys elected Mohan captain. Which is the correct option? Yes, option C. Option C is your right answer. Mohan was elected captain by the boys. Yes. I hope everybody is following, children. And like always, all this will be sent to you, so you don't have to worry. There is also an answer key, children, below. So if you once again want to cross-check your answers or do this exercise once again, you must do it, children, since you already have the answer key. Now, children, 7th one. The money was stolen by an employee of the bank. Yes, option C, children. Option C is right. An employee of the bank stole the money. An employee of the bank stole the money. Option C is your right answer. I expect you to complete this work before sunset. Yes, again, the option C. You are expected to complete this work before sunset. Yes. Now, children, 9th one. They have painted the door. Which is the option? Option C is right, children. Option C. The door has been painted. Correct? See here again the sentence. The original question is in present perfect tense. So the answer also has to be in the same tense. So option C is your right option, children. Let's go to number 10. This box contains 12 coins. Which is the right answer, children? Children, option B is the right answer. Option B. Ojas, can I get back to it later? We will just complete the entire exercise. All right. So 10th one, children. Okay, Gargi, 1 minute. You want me to? Okay, let's go again, children. They have painted the door. So the correct option was the door has been painted. Gargi, yes, you are asking me by them. Gargi, even if you write by them, it will be accepted as the right answer. And even if you don't write, it is assumed. By them is there, is assumed. So you don't, there is no compulsion there. Okay? I hope I've cleared you down. Gargi? Chalo. We were on number 10. This box contains 12 coins. Children, answer B. Answer B is the right answer. 12 coins are contained in this box. Okay. Now, number 11, children. Number 11. Were the clothes dried in the lawn by mother? Children, option A is your right answer. Did mother dry the clothes in the lawn? Did mother dry the clothes in the lawn? Twelfth one, children. The doctor bandaged the arm of the injured man. Children, option A. Yes, very good. Option A is your right answer. The arm of the injured man was bandaged by the doctor. Now, 13. I shall write a letter. Small sentence. I shall write a letter. Very easy answer, children. What is the option? Option B. Yes. A letter will be written by me. Shall or will, children? Both are same. A letter will be written by me. Number 14. It is being read by us. Children, check the tense, and accordingly you will choose the correct option. It is being read by us. So, children, isn't it in the present progressive or present continuous tense? So, answer is we are reading it. Option A. We are reading it. The convict was found guilty by the jury. Children, what is the answer? What is the correct option? Children, it is option C. Yes, you're right. The jury found the convict guilty. The jury found the convict guilty. Option C. Now, number 16. A fresh batch of eggs was collected by the farmer's wife. Children, which is the correct option? Option D. Yes, option D is the right option. The farmer's wife collected a fresh batch of eggs. Let's move on to the next one. How was it managed by you? How was it managed by you? Children, option C. Yes, option C. How did you manage it? How did you manage it? Okay, children, before I continue, I think yesterday, sir did post the, the CET book which has come, by Target Publications. Children, if you go through that, you will see where all the topics, whatever the portion has been provided to you, all the topics have been covered, and there are a lot many questions. But children, you will get a very good revision if you practice from there. And I think the answer keys also have been provided. So please go through that. I know it's a little late in the day, but children, what to do? We are in tough times. So just start. Just in English, there is no rote learning, no, children. Just go through the variety of topics. When you start immediately, children, the stress or the tension is that much lesser. Okay. Children, I think we are now on number 18. The noise of the traffic kept me awake. Yes, very simple. Option A, children. Option A. I was kept awake by the noise of the traffic. Very good. Kshitij, I don't know if the Navneet CET book is also available, but I think the Target is definitely available. I don't know about Navneet. Has it come? I have no idea. Actually, Navneet was supposed to come earlier. Okay, fine. Okay. So children, any book, see both the publications are excellent, Navneet and Target. So whichever book you have, you can easily refer to those books, no problem. Okay, 19. Okay, so 18th is option A, children. 19, we will have selected a new team by Monday. Children, can you see? The sentence is in future perfect tense. So let's search a future perfect tense answer. Children, it is option A, yes. By Monday, a new team will have been selected by us. A new team, yes. Number 19 is option A. I think this is the last one, yes. Let not his insulting words be minded. What is the option, children? Yes, very good. Option B, don't mind his insulting words. 20 is Arya, 1 minute. Huh? You want, why you asking? Okay, let's go to number 19 once again. Arya, remember 5 minutes ago I told you, whenever you change the sentence from active to passive, by us always has to come in the end, Arya. So see, in option B, what is your answer? A new team will have been selected by us by Monday. So can you see here, by us is coming in the beginning? And that is why we cannot accept this option. Okay? And that is why option A is your right answer. I hope I have clarified your doubt. Yes. So children, see, answer key also has been provided. Just in case you want to redo. Kshitij, you know what? See, when you get a normal question, change the voice or begin with so and so. Then of course all these changes can be allowed. But now we are supposed to select from a number of options, right? Only those options have been given to us. So in this, the exact option is option A, if you're talking about 19. Otherwise, yes, you can make. One minute, I'll once again go. So yes, you can write. Yes, Kshitij, yes, you can write. Of course, everything is going to be sent on the group. I've told you even last time, you don't have to worry. Immediately after the lecture, I will send like last time. Yes? Okay? Chalo. Which sentence are you talking? Are you talking about 19? Are you talking about 19, Prince? See, Prince, if you talk about the original question, see, we will have selected a new team. Then which are you talking about? Please let me know. Which number? If you tell me the exact number, no, then I will be able to, because you know what? See what happens when you change the voice. Don't you change the order? Okay, I'll scroll up. Number 9. Okay, fine. Number 9. I'll go to number 9. They have painted the door. Okay. Okay, now please look at this. They have painted the door. They is plural. You're right. They is plural. So it will take a have as the verb. They have painted the door. But now when you change the voice, don't you bring the door in the beginning? And isn't door singular? Isn't door singular? So then will door take a have or a has? Yes, and that is why the door has been painted. I hope I have clarified your doubt, Prince. Bhumi, can you please send me your doubt on the chat, beta? Yes, you're welcome, Prince. Bhumi, आप chat भेजो, I will answer it to you. Okay? Chalo. Now, children, we are going to start with today's topics. Come on. Okay, Bhumi. Okay, fine. So, children, our first topic for today. Our first topic for today is going to be modal auxiliaries. Yes, modal auxiliaries. Okay, Prince, I'll get back to it later. And just in case, if I don't have time today, I will send it on the group. Don't worry. I will remember question 6. Okay. So, children, let's start with modal auxiliaries. Now, children, we all have done modal auxiliaries. Many modal auxiliaries are there, but we are once again going to go through this topic. An auxiliary is a helping verb. We all know that. What does it do, children? It helps the main verbs to form tenses, voices, and moods by being placed before them. See, children, there are always main verbs in a sentence, and there are also helping verbs. Can I give you a sentence like they eating, he working, she going? Will it make any sense to you or for anybody for that matter? No. So don't you require some other verbs which will help these main verbs to complete the sentence in a meaningful manner? Yes. And these words which help the main verbs to complete their meaning are known as helping verbs or auxiliaries. Okay. Now, children, there are mainly 2 types of auxiliary verbs, as you can see on the screen. Primary. In primary, what do you have, children? Be, have, and do. Now, children, let me clarify, especially to the ICSE students, we do not have primary auxiliary verbs. We have only modal auxiliaries. Okay? I have just mentioned it so that, because when you're doing modal auxiliaries, you should do a proper note on it, correct? So we are not going to at all do the primary auxiliaries. I'm just going to read it out to you. We are going to concentrate on our modal auxiliaries, which are quite a lot in number. Okay. So I'll just read the forms of be are am, are, was, were, shall, and will. Be has 2 other forms, that is being and been. You know that. Being we use in progressive or continuous tense, and being we use with present perfect or past perfect tenses. The forms of do are do, does, and did. And the forms of have are have, has, and had. Okay, so like I said, you really don't need to bother about this. We are not going to get this in our exams. Now, children, for your better understanding, I have, kind of put these modal auxiliaries in columns so you'll understand them better. And then later, we are going to do the function of each modal auxiliary along with examples. So that I'm sure will really clarify all your doubts if there are. So let's first look at the various modal auxiliaries. First one, children, can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, must, ought to, dare, need or need to, and used to. Children, these are the most commonly asked modal auxiliaries. Now, children, see, all modal auxiliaries have different functions. And it's not like that one modal auxiliary, like can will have just one function, could will have one function. No. Almost all modal auxiliaries have more than one function. And it will depend upon how they are used in the sentence. In different sentences, no children, they perform different functions. So it is very important for you to know the functions of each modal auxiliary. So when you read the sentence, you will be immediately able to identify which particular function this modal auxiliary is performing in this particular sentence. Okay? So children, they are also known as modal auxiliaries because they are used to form certain moods, yes, or they also express certain conceptions of the mind, certain thoughts, beliefs. So children, now let's look at the various functions and also examples are given. So let us look at the functions of the various modal auxiliaries with examples. So children, let's do the first one. The first one in our list was children, can. A very, very commonly asked modal auxiliary in all exams. Okay. So children, can has three functions, mainly three functions. Can, children, present ability, because can is used in the present tense, you know that. So it shows present ability. Permission. And third one, C, is possibility. So see, these are the three main functions of can. Now let us see how they perform. You know how can performs these three functions in three different sentences. So I have given the examples also in an order for you to understand. Now can you see first example? I can drive a car. Children, doesn't this show a present ability? When somebody is telling you, I can drive a car, means I am able to drive a car. Yes or no? So isn't it showing the person's ability to drive the car? And like I said, can is always used to show present tense. That is why here the function of can is present ability. Okay. Then comes the second sentence. Can I come in? Children, doesn't can perform the function of permission here? Isn't somebody asking you permission to come inside? So can here shows permission. Accidents can happen anytime. Children, it is always possible. In today's age, especially, accidents can just happen anytime. There's a strong possibility of accidents happening anywhere, anytime. So here can performs the function of possibility. So children, did you understand how the same modal auxiliary performs three different functions in three different sentences? I hope can is clear to everyone. Yes? I have also prepared two exercises for you. This question can be asked in two formats. So accordingly, I have prepared two exercises. Okay, so you will understand. Let's go on to the next one, children. Could. Could. Now children, see, isn't could the past tense of can? So if can is present ability, what will be could? Past ability. Hai na? So first function of could is past ability. Second is again permission. And third, C is possibility. Okay, so a past ability, permission, and possibility. Then there is another fourth function, D, request. Sometimes we also use could for request. And the last on the list, past tense of can. Yes, like I just said, could is the past tense of can. So children, whenever you do direct speech, you always use the, generally if you're using can in the direct speech, when you change it into indirect speech, if you remember, can is changed to could. So that is why past tense of can in indirect speech. So let's do all the 5 examples of the 5 functions, children. Meera could dance well in her teens. No, Tanish. Tanish, you also asked, can I come in? There are many modal auxiliaries which perform similar functions, Tanish. Okay? You asked me, of course, when we do may, you will realize that that is also used. But can is also used. In the options you will get. Suppose if you get permission and if there is no may, then what do you do? So can is also used for permission. Okay. So can you see, Meera could dance well in her teens. Children, doesn't it show the past ability of Meera? Something which she was able to do when she was a teenager. So see, here could plays the function, or rather performs the function of past ability. The students asked if they could go home early. Yes. Children, here permission. The students want to go early, so obviously they will have to take permission. So here could is performing the function of permission. The lion could be anywhere. Isn't the person expressing a possibility? The lion could be anywhere. He's not sure, but there is a possibility of the lion being there. So there in number 3, you have could performing the function of possibility. Then, could I borrow your umbrella? Children, this is a request. If you want somebody's umbrella, then you can also say, could I borrow your umbrella? So it's a request. And children, see, the last function, if you go up, past tense of can in indirect speech. Now let me tell you how we use this. He said, I can work out a solution. Now children, see, I can work out a solution. Here, this is direct speech. The sentence is in direct speech. Now children, if you want to change it into indirect speech, see how can changes. He said that he could work out a solution. So did you understand the function, the 5th function of could? Past tense of can in indirect speech. You know, later on children, you are also going to do direct and indirect speech. So then you will understand this. Okay. So see, in direct speech there is can, but when you change it to indirect speech, hasn't it become could? Okay. Children, could is clear. The modal auxiliary could with all its examples and functions. Please let me know if it is clear. If anybody has any doubt, please send me a chat. Now children, shall. The next modal auxiliary is shall. Children, shall. First function, it shows simple future tense. Sometimes there is no specific function. It is just used to show simple future tense. Then comes your promise. And then command. So see, first sentence children, I shall begin the work now. So children, there is no other function here, right? I shall begin the work now. So isn't shall just used to show a simple future tense? In fact, even will does that. Shall and will both have the function, show simple future tense. See the second sentence children, you shall have my book tomorrow. When you are telling somebody, you shall have my book tomorrow. So aren't you kind of making a promise? You are actually making a promise. Tomorrow you shall have my book. So in the second sentence, shall is performing the function of promise. You shall not come to my door again. Children, command. You're very angry with somebody. So tell that person, you shall not come to my door again. So your shall is performing the function of command. All right. Now let's go on to number 4. Should. Children, should. First function is moral obligation. So children, moral obligation means, you know what, your duty. In Hindi we say kartavya, your duty, something that you should do. Not because somebody is telling you to, but you must want to do it. It should come from your inner self. So should, first function is definitely moral obligation or duty. Second is an advice. And third is a suggestion. Children, there is very little difference between advice and suggestion. Okay. See, let's look at the examples. People should show compassion towards the poor. You must understand the poor. You must try to sympathize with them. So that's called compassion. So children, see, isn't this your duty? Aren't you supposed to do this? Nobody's going to punish you if you don't show compassion. But it will always be morally correct to show compassion towards them. So doesn't it become your moral obligation or duty? Yes. So here it is moral obligation. Second, one should exercise daily. Children, advice. It's an advice. Somebody will tell you, you must exercise or you should exercise daily. So this becomes an advice. Last, you should eat leafy vegetables. Now children, see, if a doctor tells you this, obviously it can be an advice. But if your friend tells you or somebody your own age tells you this, then it can become a suggestion. Like I told you children, there is not much difference between advice and suggestion. Okay. Then comes will. Children, like shall, the first function of will is also to show simple future tense. Then is request. Then is promise. And then finally determination. Let's look at the examples. See, Simon will arrive tomorrow. So there's nothing there. A person is going to arrive tomorrow. So obviously it is going to be just simple future tense. Will you please help me? Children, this is definitely a sentence which shows you request. I will always be there for you. So see, when you tell somebody, don't worry, I will always be there for you. You're making a promise. You're promising that person that you will always be there with that person, come what may. So promise. Rohit will win the competition at any cost. Yes, he's so passionate and he has decided. He says he will win the competition, or somebody else is very determined, says Rohit will win the competition at any cost. So this shows determination. Would. Children, would is used to show polite request. Habitual action means something which you do as a habit. And last is preference or choice. Now see, would you open the door? Definitely shows you polite request. He would walk regularly. Doesn't it tell you something about his walking, his regular walking? So it's a habit, habitual action. And if you ask somebody, what would you like to have? Tea or coffee? So I'm asking that person's preference. What will he or she prefer to have? So would shows preference or choice in number 3. Now, next. May. Children, may shows strong possibility. Second is permission. Third is wish. And fourth is blessing. He may agree to the proposal. So see, there's a strong possibility that he may agree. So first is strong possibility. May I come in? Here it shows permission. May you live long. So suppose if an elderly person is telling you this, then this can also become a blessing. But otherwise, may you live long is somebody's wish for you. And when somebody, your parents or your elderly relatives tell you, may God bless you. So they're obviously giving you their blessings. Might. Now children, might, very important function, remote possibility. Children, might generally, whenever you use the word might, the most common function is remote possibility. Now children, what do you mean by remote possibility? See, when you are least sure of something, least means, see, strong possibility means you are very confident that this will happen. And might means you're not very, very sure. You're least sure. May or may not. Okay. So that is remote possibility. And children, it is also used as past tense of may in indirect speech. So let's see how it is used. It might rain today. So I'm not at all sure. It might. So remote possibility. Now check the indirect speech, children. She said, I may learn driving. So if you change it into indirect speech, what are you going to write? She said that she might learn driving. Did you see? May has changed to might. So this shows you past tense of may in indirect speech. Must. Children, must, of course, the word tells you compulsion. You have to do it. Compulsory obligation. Children, sometimes there are some moral duties or obligations which are compulsory and you should do them. Okay. Determination and possibility. Let's look at the examples. One must always follow the traffic rules. Yes. If you do not follow the traffic rules, obviously you are going to be penalized, going to be punished. So there is no two ways. There are no two ways about this. Compulsorily you have to do it. We must serve the poor. Now children, just see. When I tell you we should serve the poor, then should will show you moral obligation. But if I give you a sentence like we must serve the poor. So children, must stands for compulsion. And because the act is of serving the poor people, so then it will become your duty. And hence here must is performing the function of compulsory obligation. I must finish this work today. Determination. I must, at any cost, I must finish this work today. Okay. And last, the treasure must be hidden somewhere. You don't know. You don't know, but there is a possibility that the treasure must be hidden somewhere. Now, children ought to. Children ought to is generally used to show only one function, moral obligation or duty. So, children, sometimes when you have should and ought to, and if there is something related to the poor or needy, then you can write both ought to as well as should. It will depend on that particular sentence. Okay. So, children, we ought to support the underprivileged children. Underprivileged means children who are unfortunately, they do not have parents, they are poor, they are needy, they need education, they need your support. So such children are called underprivileged. So here it is a moral obligation, we ought to support them. Dare. Children, the word dare, we all know. It shows courage. Sometimes it is used to show threat. See, he dared to fight the lion. Children, obviously, it must take a very strong person to fight the lion. So doesn't it show courage? He dared to fight the lion. Showed the courage. And somebody is very angry with you. So they'll say, don't you dare speak to me like that. So isn't that a threat? Yes. So depending upon the sentence, children, you should be able to identify whether dare is performing the function of courage or threat. Need to. Children, need to also has one function. That is, it shows you necessity. You need to do your homework regularly. Yes. Last one, children, in our list, used to. Children, used to is generally used to show habitual action in the past. Something which you used to do earlier, but perhaps not anymore. Okay. So habitual action in the past. So some children get confused with would and used to. Children, would shows habitual action and used to shows habitual action in the past or simply past habitual action. Okay. So see, when I give you an example, Charlotte used to drink coffee. So perhaps she does not drink coffee today. So that is why a habitual action in the past. So children, are all the modal auxiliaries with their functions and examples clear to one and all? Please let me know. When you read it again, it will definitely be clearer. Okay. So let's do the first exercise. Let's do the first exercise. There is no difference. There is no difference. You sometimes just write maybe. There is no difference there. Okay. Maybe or may. All right. Okay. So children, see, this is one format. They will give you a particular sentence and they're going to give a blank. It's like fill in the blanks. You will have to choose the correct modal auxiliary. All right. Shall we do this exercise, children? Come on. Get ready. This dress suits her style. She dash definitely like it. Children, what is the first answer? Very good. It is option C, children. Will. Will is your right answer. Sometimes, no, children, there may be two particular modal auxiliaries which you feel are suitable in that particular blank. But children, you will have to choose the most appropriate one there. Okay. Sometimes some sentences can get slightly confusing. All right. When Juan was 2, he dash already speak very well. Children, which option do you think will suit here? Which modal auxiliary? Very good. Could. Yes. Children, isn't it showing you past ability? Could. Yes. She dash visit her grandparents' house during holidays. Might. Very good. Very happy, children. You all are understanding, answering. She might visit her grandparents' house during holidays. Children, doesn't matter sometimes, even if you go wrong, it's very important to try, all right? We all make mistakes, don't worry. Next. Children, dash, I talk to the manager. What will be the answer? May, yes. May I talk to the manager? Number 5. The audience dash settle before the doors are closed. Children, which is the correct option? Yes, D. The audience must settle, no, children, before the doors are closed. D. 6th, we dash always respect our elders. See, children, moral obligation. So should, very good. We should always respect our elders. All students dash obey the school regulations. Children, no guesses there. Must. We all should always obey our school regulations or rules. Now, children, 8. You dash visit them. Just make a phone call. What will be the answer, children? You need not. Yes. No, you need not, beta, not cannot. You need not. Means there is no necessity. You need not visit them. You can just make a phone call. Okay. Number 9. There dash be a famous shop here. Children used to, yes. There used to be a famous shop here, perhaps not there anymore today. Now, children, number 10. We dash definitely look into the matter. The officer affirmed. What will be the correct answer? Option C. Yes, we will definitely look into the matter. Now, number 11. Oh, dash have loved to go with you all. Children, option D. I would have loved to go with you all. Yes. Now, children, question 12. Can you pass me that salt and pepper? Option B is your right option. Can you pass me the salt and pepper? Number 13. I dash make sure that he performs better. What is the option, children, of number 13? I will, yes, I will make sure that he performs better. Number 14. He is the chief guest. He dash be there. He ought to be there, children. He ought to be there. Number 15. Dash I borrow some money from your father. Which is the right answer there, children? May, yes. May I borrow some money from your father? Okay, children? I think this was the last sentence in this particular exercise. So, children, the answer key has been provided. So, children, this is one particular format fill in the blanks. You have to fill in the suitable modal auxiliary. Now, children, I have prepared another exercise in which you are supposed to identify the correct function. Okay, the modal auxiliaries have already been identified. You have to give me the correct option. Okay, of the function. Correct. So, choose the correct functions of the modal auxiliaries. I might have needed it. Children, what is might? Please let me know. Yes, very good. Remote possibility. Very good. All this is there in your CET books also, children. Just check. The loan must be repaid. Children, what is it? Compulsion. Yes, you have to repay. Compulsion. Option B. You need to work hard. Children, need to. Necessity. Option C. Yes. Then comes your number 4. She would be in misery. Children, which is the correct option? It is no, it is option B, habitual action. See, I just told you some time back, habitual action in the past, that is used to, children. Here, it is just habitual action. So please don't get confused. Number 5 now. We cannot avoid fate. Yes, children, we cannot avoid fate. Present inability, correct? Children, see, can is present ability, so obviously cannot will be present inability. May God give him all the strength. So you're wishing that for him. So option B is your right option. Wish. You shall leave the room immediately. Children, isn't this a command? Option C, command. Number 8, we ought to respect our senior citizens. Children, what does this show? Moral obligation. Yes, option A. Option A. Could you pass the salt, please? What is it, children? It is option B, polite request. Polite request. You may enter the class. You may enter the class. Yes, it is option A. Permission. You're giving permission. She needs to repair her watch. Children, needs to, which is the correct option. Necessity, option A. Very good. Number 12, I will win the trophy this time. What does it show, children? Yes, option B, determination. Determination is your answer. Let's go on to the next. The boy can run very fast. Shows his ability, right? So it is present ability, option C. They used to talk frequently. Here it is definitely option A, habitual action in the past. He dared to challenge his master. What does it show? It is option B, courage. Courage. Yes, children? So I hope you have understood the types of questions that will be asked in modal auxiliaries. Okay? So children, here we end with modal auxiliaries. Okay? Now children, we are going to do a very simple topic. I'm sure many of you already have done this topic. Okay, Kshitij, I will go scroll on once again to number 12. Yes, Kshitij, please let me know what is your... Can you please send me your doubt, Kshitij? Then I'll answer it. No, Kshitij. Does will show possibility I will win the trophy this time? No, not at all, Kshitij. When somebody tells you, this time I am going to win the tournament, or this time I am going to stand first in the class, doesn't it show you his determination? It of course shows you his determination. Okay? Good, good. Chalo. In 10th, 1 minute. I just checked 10th. You may enter the class. What do you want to know there? Okay, first exercise. Okay, I'll answer this on the group. Don't worry. I'll answer this. First, let's start with our next exercise. I will once again go through your doubts and I'm going to definitely answer them on the group. Don't worry. Come on. Let's do WH questions, children. Let's do WH questions. So, children, what are WH questions? Very simple. They are those questions which begin with words, obviously, which have WH in the beginning. That is what, when, where, why, which, who, whose, whom, and also how. Though how does not begin with a WH. Children, how is considered as a WH word. Okay, though it does not begin with WH. So children, sometimes WH questions are also known as open questions because while answering these questions, there can be a variety of responses that you can give. Whereas yes or no questions, they can only be answered with a yes or a no, and hence they are also known as closed questions. But right now we are not going to do yes, no, children. We are only going to do WH questions. Now children, see, I will first explain. I am already giving you some examples. Now I'll explain to you with the help of this example. See the first example, children. Rob lives in Germany. Now, children, in WH questions, they will always underline a word or a group of words. In every WH question, they will ask you to they will underline a few words or a word. Okay? You have to ask a WH question to that part of the sentence which is not underlined. Okay? Which is not underlined. Ask a WH question to the ununderlined part in such a way that you get its answer in the underlined part of the same sentence. I hope I'm clear there. Just check. Rob lives in Germany. So what is underlined, children? In Germany. Correct? So which WH question is most suitable here so that you get an answer in Germany? Where? Where does Rob live? So answer, what do you get? In Germany. Okay. Look at the second question. Use of technology is very rampant these days, isn't it, children? We are all using technology. So see, use of technology is underlined. Which WH question should I ask? So I get the answer, use of technology. What? What is very rampant these days? I get the answer, use of technology. Children, I hope this is clear to everybody. How you ask WH questions, whom to ask. I hope all this is clear. Chalo, let's look at the next example. The color white symbolizes peace. So see, what will be the WH question? Which color symbolizes peace? Which color symbolizes peace? Next one, fourth example. Okay, fourth one. The meeting was cancelled due to heavy rains. So obviously you have to ask the question why. Why was the meeting cancelled? So children, all the WH questions have been underlined for your understanding. William Shakespeare wrote The Merchant of Venice. Who wrote The Merchant of Venice? So answer, you get William Shakespeare. His brother's car was stolen. Whose car was stolen? They arrived on Thursday. When did they arrive? Number 8, Sam works with extraordinary concentration. So see here the WH question will be how. How does Sam work? Pollution is a universal problem. What is a universal problem? Arabian Nights is a popular book. Which is a popular book? I hope all these examples are clear to all of you children. Okay, so are we ready to do an exercise? Come on, let's do. Now children, frame WH questions. So we are, see, I have highlighted. So those are the highlighted or the underlined parts of the sentences. We will quickly do this. His name is John Smith. Don't worry, the answer key has been provided down. So children, which WH question for the first one? What is his name? Correct? What is his name? Second, he lives in London. Where does he live? I saw Peter last night. Whom? Yes. Whom did I see last night or whom did you see last night? If they ask you to write in the second person. We talked about football. What did we talk about or what did you talk about? It is my sister's bag. Number 5, whose bag is it? And children, please don't forget to put your question marks up. Very, very important. Punctuation marks are very important for all languages. Yes. You should write it as WHOSE, and not the earlier one which you have sent. So number 6, children. She is 1.75 meters tall. How tall is she? How tall is she? He's a kind and generous man. What kind of a man is he? You can add or delete certain words in case there is a need, okay? Not otherwise. There are 10 chairs in the room. How many chairs are there in the room? He spoke fast. How did he speak? He is coming tomorrow. When is he coming? John broke the glass. Who broke the glass? I forgot my pen, so I borrowed her pen. Why did I borrow her pen, or why did you borrow her pen? He comes from Brazil. Where does he come from? She broke my watch. Whose, W-H-O-S-E, whose watch did she break? It is extremely cold in the Arctic. How cold is it in the Arctic? Yes? So children, I think all this is very simple. I'm sure you won't have any problems there. Besides, the answer key has already been provided. All right? So you can always check it later. Now children, one last topic for today. I've selected a very, light, breezy topic. But since you have it, sometimes, children, if your vocabulary is really not very good, then you go wrong even in these topics. So which should not happen. So let's try to, yes. So let's try to do, children, this topic is known as word study. Actually, word study is quite an elaborate topic, children. Word study has compound words, there are collocations, there are synonyms and antonyms, which we are going to do. Then there are suffixes and prefixes. Okay, so all these words, they are combined, all of them, they come under the topic word study. So today we are going to do synonyms and antonyms. First, let us look at synonyms. Words with similar meanings are known as synonyms. Everybody knows this, right, children? Words that are synonyms are described as synonymous. Example, tactful is clever. Enormous, huge, or immense. Now, children, see. One word can have many synonyms. You know that, okay? But obviously, when you are going to, mark your answers, there will be the most appropriate answer you will have to mark. Okay, that goes without saying. See, when you are just asked an open-ended, like tactful, then you can write so many other options for tactful. But depending upon the number of options they give in your CET, whether 3 or 4, so you have to select the best or the closest or the most appropriate option. Sometimes some options can get slightly confusing, so you should be very, very alert. Okay. Deceptive is misleading. Small, tiny, yes. And then what are antonyms, children? Antonyms are words which have opposite meanings. Correct? Admire is detest, when you don't like something or you hate something. Bravery. Children, bravery is cowardice. Crooked, straight. Economize means, to use something very wisely or carefully. And the opposite or the antonym will be obviously waste. So children, now we are going to do exercises on synonyms and antonyms. Okay. Options have been given. Let us select the best possible option. Children, antonym of repulsive is, children, repulsive means, what? Repulsive means something which you do not like, or which is, hateful. You really do not like that. So what will be the antonym of repulsive, children? Option B, appealing. Children, appealing means attractive. So appealing. Option B is your right option. Children, antonym of populated is A. Yes, very good. A, deserted, lonely. Same. Then comes past. Antonym of past is, children? Option A, yes, future. Of all, its future is the right option. Number 4, stupid. Children, stupid. Wise. Option A, wise. Children, the antonym of contented. Children, contented means, what? If I give you the meaning, you will get the answer. Okay. Children, it is dissatisfied. Option A is your right answer. So obviously, what is the meaning of contented, children? Satisfied. Okay. Children, what you must do, if possible, try to read your dictionary. Try to, get to know many more words, so then you're not confused, right? Children, the antonym of stale is option D, fresh. Antonym of stale is fresh. Then comes, yes, number 7. Children, the antonym of slavery is, what is the antonym of slavery? Yes, option A, liberty. Liberty. 8th one, children, the antonym of comfort. What is the antonym of comfort? Children, it is option A, pain. Pain. Pain is the antonym. Children, 9th one, the antonym of coarse. Very rough or not very soft or smooth to touch. So children, yes, option B, gentle. Gentle is your correct option. Then comes number 10. Number 10, right? The antonym of relapse. What is the antonym of relapse? Yes. Option D is your right option. Recovery. Yes, recovery. Number 11. The antonym of safety. Children, what is the antonym of safety? Peril. Yes. Children, peril means, you know what? Some kind of a danger. Okay. Number 12. The antonym of enhanced. What is the antonym of enhanced, children? It is option C. Yes, you're right. Diminished. Diminished. Option C. Vedika, poems, of course, poems are not included, but yes, unseen comprehension. Unseen comprehensions are definitely there. I think in the first lecture, comprehension was done. And children, please do not worry. See, you have your CET books now. Yesterday, I was just going through the PDF and I saw very simple questions they ask. You know, they will give you an unseen passage and they will ask you, suppose if there is a name like Rahul. Rahul is 6 feet tall. So they have framed the question. Rahul is dash feet tall. So you will write 6. So there is no stress there in comprehension. Okay. Yes, writing skills. Yes, writing skills questions are there. So we will be tackling those. You don't have to worry. Okay. Children, we were on number 13. Yes. Yes, initially, no, believe me, even I thought it was suffering, but the exact antonym of pain, the exact antonym of comfort is pain. See, when you're comfortable means you're absolutely fine. There is no kind of pain, if I can say that. No, you're not restless, you're not in any discomfort, and there is no pain. So you're absolutely comfortable. That is why pain is there. But yes, I agree, children can get confused between pain and suffering. I told you, children, sometimes there are some confusing questions. So you just have to take a chance there. But I hope it doesn't happen that way. Okay. Okay, I think we finished the 12th one. Now we are going to do, children, the 13th one. The antonym of arrogant. Children, arrogant means rude. So what is the opposite of arrogant, children? A, yes, humble, humble. The antonym of depressed. Yes, depressed. When you have lost hope or you're extremely sad. Children, what is the option? Option C. Children, option C. Exhilarated. Means very happy. You're very happy. You're in cheerful spirits. That is number 14. Option C. Number 15. Children, the antonym of diffident. Sorry, I cannot tell you the meaning of diffident. You get the answer immediately. Children, the antonym of diffident is confident. Option D. So obviously now you will know what diffident means. When you are low in confidence, okay? Not very confident of yourself. Number 16, the synonym. Now children, we see the first 15 sentences, we did antonyms. Now the next 15, we are going to do synonyms. All right. First one, the synonym of humbly. What is the synonym of humbly, children? Option B, yes, modestly. Modestly. Children, the synonym of endearing. Endearing means, you know what? Appealing. Yes, option A is the right answer. Children, endearing means something which is very likable. You know, you like something, it's very attractive, very pleasing to your eyes. You like it. So appealing. Children, synonym of miscalculated. What is the synonym of miscalculated? Soham, can you please send me a chat, beta? Please let me know what is your doubt. I will answer it. The synonym of miscalculated, children, is option B, misjudged. Misjudged, yes. Number 19, children, number 19, the synonym of, now children, see here, no, they have given you like some phrases, you know, they're almost like word meanings. The synonym of showing no sign of worry or anxiety. Children, it is option D, unlined. Now children, if you remember, the ICC children may not know this, but the SSC children, last year, you remember, we had this lesson called the thief's story. This particular sentence refers to that lesson, children. You know, Anil's face was unlined because there was no worry, nothing. So that way, so there are quite a few examples which are taken from your textual lessons. Okay, so unlined. Now next one, 20th. The synonym of to move slowly and quietly. Children, it is option C. Even this particular line is from that lesson only. Crept. Option C is your right answer, children. The synonym of without being seen. Children, without being seen is definitely option D. Undetected. Yes, undetected. Children, the synonym of to become very hopeful. Now, you know, honestly, this really is not so much like a synonym, children. Isn't it more like your word meaning? But many of these questions, children, you will see in your own CET book. So obviously, we will have to prepare according to that book. No? So the synonym of to become very hopeful is option A, spirits rose. Your spirits rose. Next, the synonym of stubbornly. Yes, stubbornly. Option B, children, you're right. Option B, obstinately. Ziddi, we say in Hindi, ziddi. So obstinately. Number 24, children. Number 24. The synonym of hesitating. Hesitating. Children, hesitating. Option C. Wavering. Wavering. Yes, sometimes you're not very sure or you're not willing to speak something very clearly. So, you know, you're fluctuating, you're hesitating, or your decision is wavering. So like that. The synonym of frightened. Frightened. Children, option D. Option D is your answer. Cowed. To be cowed down, you say, no? Then comes, yes, 26th one. The synonym of drying and drooping. Children, which is this option? It is option C. No, it is option C. Like again, no, children, there can be a confusion between option B and C. But the most appropriate option for this particular sentence would be option C, that is built in. 27. The synonym of dries and decays is option B, children. Here it is withering. Okay. Number 28. The synonym of steady. Children, synonym of steady. Yes. Option D, consistent. When you're stable and consistent in your approach or behavior. The synonym of carelessly. Children, carelessly. Option C, negligently. Excuse me. Negligently. And finally, the synonym of revealed. Revealed. Yes, option A is your right answer. Evans. Evans. Yes, children. So, children, see today, fortunately, we have some time. We have some time on our hands, around 10 minutes, just in case you have any doubts regarding today's topics. Please let me know. It's very rare that we have such time, but yes, Ojas. Ojas, can you please repeat your doubt, beta? Please repeat. Let me know the exercise, the topic and the number, then I can tell you. So remember, you can just quickly okay, but Ojas, I need you to tell me the topic. Oh, okay, modal auxiliaries, fine. First exercise of modal auxiliaries. Just give me a second, I'll get back to it. You want number 10. Yes, Ojas. We dash definitely look into the matter. Or no, Ojas. How can we need to definitely look into the matter? We will. The officer is assuring somebody that don't worry, ma'am, or don't worry, sir. We will definitely look into this matter. So here, out of those 4 options, will is the most appropriate option. Okay. Need to cannot come. There is no necessity there. He's just telling somebody, I will look into the matter. You report your problem to somebody, to an officer or a policeman. So what will he tell you? Don't worry, ma'am. Don't worry, sir. We will definitely look into the matter. So here, will is the right answer, not need to, as you had asked. Bhumika, you know what? Don't worry. Whatever your portion is, whatever is your portion, everything is going to be covered by us in our CET lectures. I will tell everything, whether appreciation, what kind of questions will be asked from appreciation, whether they will be giving the poem, because now since the book has been published, once we go through the various topics, we will get an idea, and accordingly we will keep on informing you. Okay, so you don't have to worry. Even writing skills, Bhumika, writing skills bhi main aapko bata dungi. What kind of they may ask you questions on the format, very simple questions on the format. So let's see. We will prepare MCQs accordingly, and we will do. Friends, I think I've answered your appreciation question. I will definitely come back with this, whether appreciation will come and how it will come, whether they will give the poem. All these questions will be answered. But children, I don't think appreciation is there in our CET portion. Why are you asking me questions on appreciation? Because I don't remember seeing appreciation in the portion that was given to us. So I don't think appreciation is going to come. No, it's not there. Yes, writing skills, questions on writing skills will come. Writing skills will not come, but questions related to writing skills will come. Poetic devices will come, and unseen comprehension will come, but no appreciation. Yes, appreciation is not there, Prince. Don't worry. All those who are having doubts about appreciation, appreciation is not included in the CET exam. Okay? And whereas all the other three, comprehension, questions related to writing skills, and poetic devices, all that is going to be covered in our lectures. So I hope there is no confusion there. Anything else, children? Anything else? Any other doubts? Please let me know. No doubts. Good, Durvesh. Good to hear that. So, children, I hope all the topics that we did today, I think we did an exercise on active passive. And children, last time, if you remember, I had only sent you the definition and examples of active and passive voice. I had not sent you the exercise because last time we had not done it. Today, I will send you that exercise which we did today. So I will send you that exercise with the answer key. And then later on, children, we did modal auxiliaries. We did WH questions. And then we did synonyms and antonyms, right? So I hope all the three topics of today are absolutely clear. And I just expect that, once the lectures are over, you are going through all the notes carefully. Sometimes what happens, children, during that 1.5 hours, when we see the screen, yes, we tend to understand. But sometimes while reading, some other doubts may come to you. You may feel, oh, why this is come, why that is. So you must read carefully. Reading is very, very important, children. Reading with examples. And children, if you look at the notes, all these notes have been prepared in a very, very clear manner. There is no iota of doubt there. Very simple notes which can understand, because I know we are going through very tough times, children. The sudden CET bomb was dropped on us, and we have less than a month now. So we are all very anxious. But let me assure you, children, though it is a very important exam, but I don't want you to feel stressed. Sometimes, children, the topics are not difficult, or the exam may not be difficult, but it is your stress which can perhaps make you forget everything. So don't do that. And now that the book is available, just start reading, and you will be fine. The only problem, sometimes what happens, children, do not make haste. Because once you mark a particular answer, you cannot change it. Before going through the actual topics of all the subjects, first read the instructions, children. That is very, very important. They have given you all the instructions. Once you mark a particular answer, you cannot change it. So my suggestion would be, children, or my advice would be, if a particular answer, a particular question sounds a little confusing to you because you feel, it can be A also, it can be B also. So in such a scenario, children, don't mark anything. Just skip it. Go on to the next question. And then later on, you can try to mark the right answer. Okay, that you can do. I hope it doesn't happen. But if it does, don't be in a hurry to mark and then, oh, no, this is not the answer. Let me mark the other one. It will not be counted, children. So haste makes waste, no, children. Don't do that. In all your MCQ questions, this is elemental. Think logically, think carefully. Be absolutely free from all stress. Be very confident that yes, I am going to do my exam well. Automatically, it will reflect in your performance. That is the key, children. You get worried, you get stressed out, you will make simple mistakes. And then later on, when you realize, oh God, I knew this answer, why did I mark the other answer? So those feelings, they're terrible, no, children? They shouldn't be there with you. Okay? So children, can we end for today? Yes? Nobody has any doubts? Yes, Ojes, all the topics which are there in the CET book will all be there. Yes, because they have been prepared keeping in mind the CET portion. So all the topics of the book will definitely come. Okay. All right then, children. All right, we will end today's lecture. Bye all of you. Bye.